We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
On the end around, here comes Williams. Down the left sideline. He may go. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Commanders 0.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's him. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Winston. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On play action, Winston. His throw incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, this defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now it's gone. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jonathan Allen, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is fielded at the 7. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this is going to be a Commanders' 1st down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action. Winston. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Winston. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw, Goff. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Throwing on second and long. Goff. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gibbs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
On fourth down, Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Final play of the half here, Winston. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Winston's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action now. Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Jameis to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
Now you green. That's great play. Go, close, go.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 94 yards. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Winston. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Winston. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over.